Hello, it is Foundation Friday, January 31st, 2020. Steve Sipress here, and we are taking a break in our multi-part series on Foundation Friday about J. Paul Getty's book, How to Be Rich, because we have a super special guest with us today, and that is none other than the one and only Mr. Toby Mersinger. Tobemeister, what is up? Toby, you flew down here from somewhere that's not as warm as here.
No, it's not. 10 degrees this morning.
In
beautiful 76, Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York.
Absolutely.
And you were just talking to your son, what's his name?
Mason.
Mason, who you're telling me amazingly, miraculously, doesn't even want to sit there on the internet all day long or on the iPad or whatever, these kids. So he won't be seeing this, I guess.
No.
But you were just telling him you're up right up in the house in the mountains here. And I'm like, hey, see that, Mason? There's the mountains right there. But he's not watching. But plenty of people are.
Watch it on the replay.
He can if he wants, but you don't even have internet in your house, you said.
Watch it on the phone.
That is awesome, folks. There's a lesson right there, okay? If you have kids, you don't even have internet in the house. Now you're going to worry about them sitting there playing, shooting up people all around the world all day long and not getting out of the house. You told me, what were you doing yesterday?
We were throwing a football in 15-degree weather in snowsuits.
Right, see? Get out and do something, kids. But that's another lesson for another day. Today on Foundation Friday, I said, talk about anything you want. What do you want to talk about? What'd you say?
Goals.
Goals!
And
Shoot.
Because Foundation Friday, sticking to your goals. Not only like your monthly, your weekly, your yearly, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, but knowing that you got to know where you're at. That's 100% where you got to be. If you don't have the goal and it's not rock solid and you didn't adjust it and you don't know where you're at, then you might as well just forget it. You got to build a strong foundation, but you got to know exactly where you're at. It's almost like cheating in golf. If you actually played by the rules of that huge 1,000-page rule book, your score would go up. You need to know exactly where you're at. And with business, you can adjust your goals to meet where you want to be. You can surpass your goals. But if you don't even know where you're at on your goal, because you're not looking, I get wrapped up, and that's one of the reasons I made the trip out here. I'm wrapped up in running my business, or my business is running me at this point. We're doing well, don't get me wrong, but exit strategy and having my 5 and 10 year goal is a little cloudy. So I came with Steve to, straighten me out.
Not cloudy here. Came to the right place.
So that's where you go. You go to a not cloudy place.
Yeah, but you had so many good points in there that now I don't remember what I was going to say about it. Well, I'll say number one, and if you watch my videos, you hear me say all the time, you put your goals, you etch your goals into rock, but you write your plans in the sand. So, as Toby says, your goals are rock solid. Your goals don't change. But your plans to get there can always change. Phil Brakefield is here. Happy birthday, Phil. Great seeing you. And Toby and I were just talking about that because we met about 25 years ago.
Yes.
In Newark, Delaware.
Correct.
Doing door-to-door sales together. And I was just talking about the crazy company that I was with for 9 years, and you were with for 4 years?
I'm going to say about 4.5.
4.5 years. Things were crazy. We were just having a conversation. Oh, you went from, tell the audience what different cities you worked in.
Started out in Buffalo. 2 months later, I was in Pittsburgh. About a month after that, I took over the business in Pittsburgh. I obviously didn't have any goals. So sand thing, I closed down, got retrained in Newark, Delaware, which is South Philadelphia. That's where I met Steve. Then I went in there, got retrained, back out to Tampa, Florida. Did good. Back over to Pittsburgh. They opened up a second office.
Did good. He smoothed over the part where he did so good in Tampa. Young kid making all this ridiculous amount of money in Tampa that he just blew it all and lived on the beach. And
came to Miami in debt with about $80,000 in credit card debt.
Oops.
Yep. So came to Miami.
Tough to run a business when you're spending more money than is coming in. And a lot of money's coming in these businesses.
No plan, so forget the sand. No goal. Just was
too bad because you're on the beach.
Yeah.
You could have written a lot of plans.
Making money. But
so you went from Tampa back up to Newark?
No, I was actually down to Miami.
Down to Miami.
And then back to Pittsburgh and then back to Buffalo and then I left the business.
And so, but there's some twists and turns.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in the business twice as long and probably had 17 times as many twists and turns. We were just talking about that.
Oh, and in the meantime, I followed Steve from Miami in the winter to Connecticut. So talk about a team building guy. Steve said, hey, listen, I need a rock solid dude to come with me, open up a brand new place. It's 80 degrees in Miami. Okay, where are we going? Oh, Connecticut. Okay, no problem. I'm ready. I'll put gas in the car.
Right, so we were in Miami. I closed down my Allentown location because we were getting dumped on in the valley with 10 inches of snow every other day for about a week and a half. I couldn't get any guys to come in and go do door-to-door sale. Like, what are you talking about? The office is closed. Is it open again? No, it's closed again. I'm like, I can't make any money doing this. I talked to the vice president for the whole East Coast, Dave Keenan. He's like, Steve, why don't you come down with me in Miami for the winter? I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. Let's close up Allentown. They send a truck. They take all the merchandise, go down to Miami, and then you were down there.
Yes.
And then when I'm ready to go back up, it got to the end of April, and it started to get ridiculous and humid and hot. And I'm like, that's it. I'm out of here. Let's go back up north. Tove came with me to open the office.
New Haven, Connecticut. Yep.
How cool is that? Yep. I opened a location. The warehouse is in North Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
And you were there for maybe just the first 2 weeks?
First 2 weeks, maybe a month. Just
Maybe a month.
things.
Help me get started, train some new guys.
Train some new guys.
Show them how it's done. Make some money, have some fun.
Show them how New Yorkers do it.
And then you were off to where?
I went back to Miami.
And you went back to Miami.
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, I can't believe I don't remember that. And that's what that was all about. Like, you didn't have to do that. You didn't get paid extra money to do that or anything. It was just so cool of you to come up and help me open up the office. And then go back down to Miami. And then from there, you went to Buffalo.
So let's get back to Foundation
All right,
Friday.
goals.
Building a
so
foundation.
You see,
So 25 years.
Plans can be in the sand.
Years.
But hang on. The plans are always changing. The world's always changing. You don't know what's happening next. So don't be locked into your plans. Don't say, I'm definitely doing this for the next 5 years. I'm going to do this on Tuesday and this next month, because you never know what's going to happen when you're an entrepreneur. But your goals should be rock solid, written in stone. You say, no matter what I got to do, I know where I want to get to. So that's the point you're making. You don't really know right now. You kind of lost yourself a little bit where you exactly want to be in 5 years.
Correct.
Yeah, you need to have that.
And that's why I made this trip, to throw some ideas past Steve and just refocus my whole energy of where I got to do. Reset my in stone 5, 10-year, 15-year plan. And also, with being a business owner, you have to have an exit plan, because
there's only one reason to start a business, and that's to sell a business.
Correct.
And Phil sounds suspiciously like a concert tour. Phil used to manage some of the top rock bands, Elvis and Three Dog Night. And,
Phil, thanks for watching.
And who else? He's always talking about and writing about, and I know that book's coming out soon, I'm guessing, and where he tells all kinds of stories, Jimi Hendrix and all these stories, being on the road and hanging out with these guys backstage and whatever, and like, I don't know, because a concert tour, you tell me, but concert tour, those dates are pretty much locked in months in advance. But the people I've talked to that are concert promoters, they always leave a few extra dates open. So if they release the tickets for, Phoenix, Arizona, and it's coming on Tuesday night, August 21st, and they sell out quickly, they say, oh, good news. We're opening a second night on the 22nd. So they buffer in a couple extra days. But once that tour is set, they're set. It's 3 days here, 3 days here. But I guess what you're saying, Phil, is even though the days are set and the towns are set, like, you still never know what's going to happen. Something ran late, some lighting or sound system didn't work. Suddenly you got to do this, you got to do that. Something went wrong, truck broke down, who knows? Yeah, there you go. That's kind of what life is like for an entrepreneur. So great training of you being in that concert world, Phil, and great training for us being in the door-to-door sales world. I mean, every day was a microcosm of that, wasn't it? We would park the car. It's full of teddy bears or calculators or whatever the heck we have for the day. And we don't know what the heck's going to happen.
Nope.
We don't got no appointments. We don't have any, we're going to see the purchasing manager. We're just basically walking down the street.
300 no's every day.
The goal of how much to sell. But I mean, otherwise, one day you're getting arrested, another day you're selling out the car, next day it's snowing, next day it's raining, next day it's hot, cold. Next day the guy you're with says, take me home, this is ridiculous. And he's complaining and he calls the cops. And all kinds of craziness happen. And then some nights we're just shy of our goal.
Yes.
How about those nights we would go out and do a little night merchant?
The truck stop.
We'd get and told you had a red, Bronco?
Yeah, Blazer.
a Blazer.
Yep.
We'd get in that red Blazer. We'd put in, about $100 worth of extra merchandise. We'd drive to the truck stop in Newark, Delaware.
And it was a humongous truck stop.
There was like
on
two huge
both sides
ones.
of the highway.
And you would get on the CB radio. Breaker, we got teddy bears for $5. We got teddy bears for $5. Come on over here. What is it? Oh, it's the Mac. It's the green Mac with the.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go over there. Let's go. What has he got? What's going on? Boom, boom, boom. Buying frenzy. We had a lot of fun.
And hit our bonus and the gong every time we went there.
For people that think somehow door-to-door sales can be a lot of fun, we had a heck of a lot of fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to get to work here tomorrow. And tonight we're about to go have some dinner with my beautiful wife, Michelle, watch the sunset over the mountains. And we're going to get to work tomorrow. We're going to put together a plan with Toby. And you're going to have more fun, make more money, and have less stress.
Thanks for watching. Put your goals in stone.
Catch you tomorrow on Social Media Saturday. But I don't know. I think I'll be back with Toby tomorrow. We won't be talking about social media. We'll talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about.
Absolutely.
The plans are in sand. We don't know what tomorrow's topic is. Be here or be square. Catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching today. Thanks, Phil. Over and out. Bye-bye. Wish you were here.